So basically, we need to reinvent everything now, as you said, which is true, but also in terms of writing, not just allowing to jump between POV, which is challenging. Kids are watching Instagram, the most mundane Instagram stories of other people that they know all the time. Will eventually this what we'll do? Would I jump in, like instead of watching your stories, I would just jump into your VR and live your life for 30 minutes through you because I'm bored of mine, and then we'll all switch, and then I go to his and hers, and it comes back to creating a content that would make the consumer stay, while we, more business-oriented people, push advertising.
How do we make it more than just watching something and make people feel invested as well? So if you can leverage that medium, then it could really become something really important.
I think they need some type of mission, even when they take on this new character, when they put on the headset and they're walking around from a perspective. I think they need to be directed into something to do, which is where that kind of big brother figure comes into play. But then that draws a question of who writes that, and then how does that writing, that production of that go into that virtual reality, because then that takes away from giving that consumer the freedom to tour the world. So I think personally we still need someone to direct them on a certain path in order to keep them engaged.
Especially when you're working with tools like processing or even with website design and JavaScript, if there's like a full repository online for that. But the idea of storytelling, user interactivity is something that needs to be taught, how to project a story, how to have people understand that story as well.
How many of you learn tools via online videos? Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think one of the possible solutions is to allow the users to generate content themselves. And this, if I'm thinking in terms of games, it's like creating their own levels or their own mods and versions. I think making a user-generated platform allows people to get creative themselves and still keep consuming the content that we are producing. That also brings up the question that you posted, you asked earlier about how do we moderate that, or when people are posting stuff that we as developers or creators do not particularly align ourselves with. That would be another difficult problem where it's borderlines on ethics and censorship and moderation. But user-generated platforms generally, even though they take a while to lift off, if they have the right formula or the right way to, or the right way for allowing people to express in a creative manner, I think that is a way to keep people coming back and allowing them to keep consuming the content that we are also producing.
We have a visual music class where we start with audio and then we think about how to conceptualize it visually. And for those of us here who are musicians, I know there's a few of us, it's a very interesting exercise and it can be a great experience.
Okay. Yeah.
I worked on a project this last semester where we're telling a story simply through the audio. So you just close your eyes, put the headphones on, and it's the story of a person's life, just through the sounds they encounter. So as a kid, it's a baby crying, and there's a playground, it's a school bell, and then it's a mother, and it's all the different experiences. So it's from 0 to 18 years, and it sort of has a narrative progression in itself. Yeah.
I would say no, but also I watch a lot of Black Mirror, so I hope no. So I think there's just something about tangibility and something about community that can't be replaced, or at least we haven't figured out how to replace it yet. So I think that though headsets will probably become more available, I don't think that the traditional Hollywood screen will go in 5 years.
YouTube, I think a lot of people use YouTube. A couple summers ago, I worked with this production company that specifically, they saw that there were so many amateur videos on YouTube that they decided to make their own professional production studio and then put all their stuff on YouTube and their target audience was 2 to 6 years old, and they were getting so many hits because kids don't watch TV anymore. If you look if a person's pushing their kid in the stroller, half the time they'll have a phone in their hands, and YouTube is the best way to get people content. Yeah.
This is always fun with generational differences. So the phrase "they don't get it." Who is they and what is it?
They are people who are with people who are currently developing things over and over again, and it is always the interface and the technology. Because, for example, I could give my grandma an iPhone and tell her to go on YouTube and watch a music video, and she wouldn't know how to get onto the YouTube app and search for it, click on it, and then when she's watching the music video, she understands what it is because it's always the same kind of story that we're telling over and over again, just maybe from a different perspective or with different characters or a few different plot points. But I think the story always kind of stays the same. but it is the technology and the interface that people are accessing.
For me, they are the people who call us millennials and disregard everything that we think. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, they're just millennials. They don't know what they're talking about. Real work. And so I think and then the it would be the stuff that we're passionate about and things that we want to tell people. And I feel like social media, for a lot of people, it seems like this is our platform because, like she mentioned, our grandparents are not on it. Maybe our parents are on it, but it really seems like this is our platform where we can communicate those things that are important to us or that we feel a lot about.